Hello, family and friends. So, I basically wrote a letter because I need your help assisting me in locating my biological father. His name is Alvin Richardson. I'm going to read the letter that I wrote because I don't want to forget anything, and I'm hoping that it will minimize my emotional side and that I'll get through it without all the tears. Um, I don't know much about him, but I'm hoping that the little that I do know will be beneficial in helping me to help you help me find him. Um, this is the most difficult and the most serious post that I'll ever put out, but I know that it's necessary because I definitely need to meet this guy. Um, Now, first, I'll start out with what I do know about him. Again, his name is Alvin Richardson. That's Alvin Richardson, Richardson. He should be around 62 to 63 years old. He met my mother, Amelia Brown, back in 1979 in Tampa, Florida. He went off to college for a little bit. I believe it was Texas. I know she said Texas for the longest, but she's thinking maybe Tennessee. But this was in 1979. But he ended up coming back to Tampa and going to Hillsborough Community College for a little spell back in 1980. At that time, I was already born. My mom ran into him at the college campus. They talked, and he was supposed to be coming by to see me, but that never occurred. My mom does recall that he should be about 5'11" in height. Um, I know that this isn't much, but that is all that I know. I know nothing else. I'm hoping that that's enough information. It's worth a shot. Now, it has taken me quite some time to even gather the courage to post this video because it provokes so many emotions within me, and I'm not comfortable with sharing this type of emotion with the world. I have feelings of fear. What if he is no longer alive? Um, I don't know. Like after trying to locate him for so long, I don't want to stomach the thought that he's no longer alive once I finally get the opportunity to find him. Or what if he is not interested in meeting me or disclaims that I am his child? That fear of rejection has deterred me for so long. To build up the excitement and the anticipation of meeting him and then be told that he's not interested or is not something that I'm wanting to hear. But at this point in my life, it's if that's what I hear, fine. If I find out he's no longer with us, fine. I don't want to go through life anymore wondering what if, or does he, or can he, or I don't want to do the what ifs anymore. I randomly searched Facebook or public records and looking for him, and I recall one time I looked on Facebook and I found an Alvin Richardson's profile. And this guy, like, I was examining his face. I'm just looking at him and I'm like, man, he could be my father. Like, I'm looking at his facial structure and I'm like, maybe that is my father. And then I came across a photo of a lady that looks like it was his daughter. And I'm staring at her smile and I'm just like, man, we have like identical smiles. And I found myself like just looking through the pictures and smiling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at my sister and my dad. And I'm like living this in my mind. It may sound crazy right now, but I'm living this in my mind. So I remember as I scrolled down a little bit further, I saw something that said rest in peace, and then it was just like a whole string of posts that said rest in peace. And I'm like, who died? Well, that Alvin Richardson died. And all I recall is like sobbing like a baby, as though I just lost my father. I don't know if this was him for sure. I don't know if that was my family for sure. All I know is that I found Alvin Richardson. I was vicariously living through this Facebook post And all of a sudden I just come across rest in peace. I remember logging off of Facebook for a few days and I was just like, I'm just not ready for this. Like, let me just give this a rest. Although that is still a fear of mine, the reverse side of that is that I could possibly meet sisters or brothers or aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews. I might even have a living grandparent because currently I don't. So it's like the possibilities seem more positive to me than negative. So although it's certain things that I'm still not really ready to hear or to know, I'm pushing forward even through my fear. All right, next. Whew, I got through that. I did so good. All right, next. Those are the reasons that I was scared to meet him. But some of the reasons that I would love to meet him is because I just want to see him. Like, to never have seen a parent is just one of those feelings you could be happy. And I'm generally a very happy person, but you just always have that void, like something is missing. Like, where did I actually come from? Who helped contribute in me being here? So I want to see his face. I need to see the face of the man that contributed to my existence. I want to see if we share any facial features or personality traits. Maybe we laugh alike or something. I don't know, but I would love to find out. I would love to know if we have anything in common, if there are certain things that he does and I'm like, oh my goodness, I act like that. Or, I don't know. I want to find out for myself. I want to know if he is someone that I can possibly, if I've walked by him randomly in the streets and didn't know, or if it was someone who I even worked with or had conversations with and I didn't know. If my siblings or aunts or uncles or nieces and nephews are people that I've seen somewhere and I'm just like, how sometimes you're drawn to people and you don't know why. And I'm like, maybe they were my family on my paternal side. I don't know. And that whole not knowing thing is just what tampers with my mind so much. So I would love to know. I want to know if he's ever thought about me, or had the desire to meet his baby girl. I wonder if he knew about me and felt guilty about not being around and was just too scared to reach out because maybe he thought that I would reject him. I don't know. Just all of these things go through my mind and I want to not wonder. Like, certain things I want answered. I want answers to certain questions instead of always sitting around like, I wonder this and I wonder that, or what if this? Like, I want those questions answered. Whew. All right, deep breath. If you are able to share this video, please do. I'm hoping that it ends up in the right hands and that my dreams actually do come true. Okay. Growing up, I used to watch talk shows like Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, and Montel Williams. And you would see episodes on there where the guests were meeting their parents for the first time, or long lost siblings, and they would meet and they'd have this great embrace. You never knew like the story after they left the show, but I can remember watching these shows and I would just be like, man, one day that's going to be me. Because, it wasn't very easy to reach out to people back then. If you didn't have their phone number or address, you couldn't really reach anyone. So it used to be my dream that I would end up on one of those talk shows. And because my dad has found me and we had this great union and we just connected and we were able to like talk, and I was able to like express to him like, I'm not angry with you. I just want to meet you. Whoo. So Anyway, but now social media is like the new form. It feels like you have an opportunity to reach more people. And I just feel like my chances are greater. I'm currently 4 months pregnant, and with this new life changing event, I just really don't want to go through the uncertainty anymore. If I go to a doctor's appointment, I don't want to put not applicable under the paternal side of the questionnaire. I would love to be able to say what's on my paternal side of the family, because currently I don't know. So it's almost like the paternal side doesn't exist. I can give you this history on my maternal side, but my paternal side, I don't know. Just put NA. Uh, Even if my desires don't manifest the way that I'm hoping that they do, at least I have given it all that I have to give without giving up. Because I go through that stage where I'm like, oh, I'm just not going to try it anymore, and kind of give up. I need to blow my nose. Anyways, so I'm going to end this video. With that being said, please, I could use your help. Again, his name is Alvin Richardson. I'm not sure if he's from the Tampa, Florida, but I do know that that's where he was when he met my mom. And this was back in 1979 or 1980. I'm not sure if he's still here, if his family is rooted here, if they're like in a neighborhood near where we stay or anything. But I do desire to meet him, and I do desire to meet my paternal side of the family. So any way that you could help, I would appreciate it. Thank you.